Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. The Niners had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next...
And this is caught. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up
to the air with McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's when one NFL coach termed his defense the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put in the end zone, we're right back to even. He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
That's caught. Bucs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Mayfield now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try to do it himself. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Bucs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Will try to pick it up himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now Mayfield. Otton brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen McMillan, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that. And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Mayfield with it once more. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen McMillan. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, 49ers 13.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. J.J. McCarthy. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. Irving is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bucky Irving from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security.
And got his man complete. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better. Got it, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. McCarthy. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we kind of know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Pickup brings up 3rd and
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
3rd and 8.
The 18-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
He'll try and do this himself. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Look at the big man rumble. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline. But he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, Mayfield. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. 36. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Gabriel looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy connects with Kittle underneath. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
That's taken in by Shavers. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
McCarthy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, set. 50, green. 6, level.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw that side for Pearsall is complete. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bucs.
Throwing is McCarthy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mayfield down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
A gain of 15.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers 11. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get set. Yellow.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A gain of 47 yards.
Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Baker. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Shifts by him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and goal at the 7.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McCaffrey. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. But Charles, a lot of happy fans.